Good afternoon to you one and all. Shadow Temple of the Zeldathon and Aphmau teams here with a nice little afternoon stream here over on YouTube, doing a little bit of Minecraft over on my own personal Shadow Temple community Minecraft server. This is just a nice little afternoon time that I'm going to have a chance to stream, and I figured, hey, I'll jump on over here and say hi to all you nice folks out there. Here, I'll bring myself up so we can actually chat for a second here. Hi, hello. Hope everybody's doing good over here. Yeah, welcome to my little stream time. This is probably going to be about 2 hours or so before I have to leave the house and get on out of here. But a couple of little bits about why we are here today. Of course, number one, we're going to play some Minecraft, and we're going to hang out. We're going to just relax. I try to do these streams about maybe once a week, or maybe once every other week, or once a month, depending on how timing works for me. But the gig here is that I would like to take an opportunity to maybe answer any questions you guys have about, myself as a voice actor, or my time as Pierce with Aphmau, or any of that stuff, and just otherwise chill for a couple bits. Is that a big Yoshi? That is a big Yoshi with a sword. Marissa, my wife, she won that pretty well there. Or she won that at an arcade. It was like a machine that you had to hit a button exactly at 10 seconds. And if you got it within it was like a quarter of a second, you won it. And yeah, she did. She pulled it off in like 2 tries. And so it lives down here until she finds a better place for it. But yeah, this is gonna be, like I said, a nice little chill stream. All in preparation of, I should mention as well, actually, for Friday. Friday, we're going to be doing another stream here on YouTube, which is going to be our last live streamily signing stream for the year. No more streams for doing poster signings for these boys here. No more of these signing streams until next year, till 2026. Mainly because I want to make sure that people have a chance to order these and get them in time for Christmas, just in case maybe you got an Aphmau fan in your life, or you are an Aphmau fan and you want it for Christmas yourself. If you don't pick them up by Friday or the live ones, the ones that I signed myself, right in front of you right here, then there's not a chance, there might be a chance it doesn't make it to you by December 25th. That being said, there are posters that are already in the store that I already signed previously that will be available to pick up. Those are already at Streamily HQ, so they take a little bit less time to get over to you. So that one, you got a little bit more time. But for these ones that will sign live on Friday, that's it. That's your last chance to get yours personalized, get your name on it, all that stuff. So yeah. I did merch chats for this. That is correct. Yes. Am I streaming tonight? Also, I will not be streaming tonight on my own Twitch channel. No, I'm going to a musical. Actually, I'm going to go see Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which is done by a local theater that Marissa and I love going to, and I've been going to since I was 6 years old. No joke. It's I've been pretty much to every show that theater has put on because I love musicals. It's just how I be. It's just what I do. Yeah, but we won't. That's why I'm streaming during the day, because I will not be able to stream later tonight. But yeah, we're gonna play some Minecraft. I'll get that booted up here, and then we'll actually get ourselves doing something here. Yeah. How about some Minecraft, please? Thank you. I do not want to update those. No, thank you. I'm going to put something up here real quick. QR? Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, if you're interested in picking up one of those posters, you can scan that little QR code in the top right-hand corner of the stream, and that will get you to the store right there. I'm actually going to move it down because I think the top right corner gets the mini-map, and I feel like that would be kind of a little bit cut in there. Excited for My Street Faded Memories? Yeah. I'm excited for more stuff in general. Let's see here. What's my favorite musical? My favorite musical right now is Hadestown. I really enjoy Hadestown. It's coming back to Milwaukee, which is where I'm from. Don't tell me where you live. In March, and I'm resisting every urge to go get more tickets because I just saw it in New York like back in October, and I want to see it again, is just how it goes. But no, Robin, I will not be streaming tonight. As I was mentioning, I'm going to a musical tonight and will not be around to stream. Minako Cat, do I know of a new video game called Dispatch? I do. In fact, I streamed the entire game over on my Twitch channel. And I will eventually show up on my YouTube archive channel, which is called Shadow Temple Streams, if you guys don't know about that one. But most likely it'll be a while before it gets over here. So you can go watch it on Twitch right now. You can go watch the VOD, as they say, which is the old video of it. So, yeah. The musical. Yep. That's correct, Robin. But we will be back tomorrow to stream more 100 Line Last Defense Academy over on Twitch at the usual time. And I'm going to be streaming RV There Yet. RV There Yet. I'm going to be able to see we're going to be streaming that tomorrow. At 5:30 p.m. Eastern over on Twitch as well. So I posted one episode of us playing that game here on YouTube. What was it, like 2-3 days ago? And if you want to see it live, I'll be playing alongside several members of the AF crew, actually. Myself, Corinne, who plays Kim, James, who plays Rise, Keston, who plays Zane, and Lindsay Jones, who plays Xena, will be joining us for that stream. So it should be good. Are you done playing Learn to Walk game, Baby Steps? Yes, I did finish playing Baby Steps. I had a lot of fun with that. We're also playing Hades 2 over on my Twitch channel every so often while I work out on a stationary bike. I call it Sweating to the Hades. It's pretty fun. You do Fallout vids? Very cool, very cool. Have you played, out of curiosity, if you're a Fallout fan, have you played Outer Worlds at all? Outer Worlds 2 came out a couple weeks ago. I just started playing it. I'm loving it. It's pretty good. Especially for a new Vegas fan like I am. Obsidian putting out their own exploration-based, fantasy RPG, or, techno fantasy RPGs where they have to confront the perils of capitalism. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. What's your Twitch name? It's Shadow Temple, just like you see over here. SHADO_TEMPLE. And I stream over there every single day, actually. Except tonight. I won't be there tonight. But I will be streaming there for quite a couple days for the next couple days. So, yeah, there you go. All right, let's play some video games, shall we? Thank you, by the way. Kind of appreciate that. But the big thing is here again, the reason why I'm trying to do a couple of streams over here the past couple days and on Friday is I want to make sure people know that you can buy those posters. And, oh man, I didn't even say it yet. All the posters are on discount from now until the end of the month. I cut every single price of every poster by $5 out of my own cut for it. To give you guys a nice little discount. And then I think Streamly also cut $1 from theirs. So I guess a total of probably like $6 buckaroos that you'll get. So yeah, nice little discount. If you've been seeing those posters and you're like, oh, but they're kind of expensive. Now might be a time. Just saying. Anyway, let's play a little bit of Minecraft, shall we? So this is a community, fan server would be a way to put it, but it's run by me and members of my mod team for the fans of the Shadow Temple world. We've got quite a few people on it. Nobody on it right now because everybody's at work and at school. But generally, we got I think 15 or 20 members of this server. And you can join too if you become a member of the Patreon tier, $10 tier or higher. How did I come up with my online name, Shadow Temple? I don't know if you maybe you got this happening with your own thing or that kind of stuff. I just said a jumble of words. I had some cousins that I played video games with a ton when I was a kid, right? I loved playing games with my cousins. Anytime we got to meet or hang out with each other, we would just play video games all day, all night. They got me into playing some online video games for the first time back in like the mid-2000s or something. And that was about when you needed to make yourself a username, right? You had to have some way of identifying yourself out there on the internet and make sure people knew who you were. So, first off, First off, my dad made one of my first usernames, which, you know, he took an internet class or two, and he's like, oh, let's make it very immediately recognizable so you remember your username. And so my username to start was my initials and my birthday, which in retrospect is not a safe way to play on the internet. So I needed a new username. And my cousins who again, I looked up to and I played a lot of video games with, they all had names like Shadow Blade, Shadow Knight, Shadow Defender, that kind of thing, right? But because they wanted to be cool about it, they didn't have the W in there. And instead, they had an underscore. And I was like, oh my God, this is the coolest idea ever. And so I decided to give my own take on it, which was Shadow Temple. Shadow from their part, and Temple because I was a big fan of a 90s Nickelodeon game show called Legends of the Hidden Temple. Are those a bunch of... Excuse me? What are these raiders doing over here? What are you doing out, huh? You guys look a little lost. Hold on, I'll take care of that real quick. Gotti! Don't let anybody tell you I'm not good at Minecraft, at least a little bit. There we go, no problems. So yeah, I made that name when I was like, don't tell me how old you are. I made that name when I was like 11 years old, and I've stuck with it ever since. And it's now in... Whoa. Did you see that? It's probably nothing. And now it's been, lodged in like video games. Oh, that's why. That's who you are. Okay, all right. It's in video game credits. It's in over 1,200 Aphmau descriptions. It's a lot. If I said hello to you, Aphmau, it would make your day happier? Oh, that's tough because I don't think I can shout anyone out today, Aphmau. That would be really difficult for me, Shadow Temple, to say hello to you, Aphmau. Can't do it, sorry. Let's see here. Basically, it came out, really, other people are doing it, looked cool. You really are Pierce. Yep! Yeah. Don't let anybody ever say that character can at least be influenced a bit by the person behind them, right? Sometimes you play what you know, and what I know is someone who was eager to conform when I was a kid. Boy, oh boy. Tend to buy one from your shop, but also like maybe I'll just wait till April to get it. That's also fair. As you know, they're cheaper in person, but there are shipping prices involved with doing all this stuff online, as you could imagine. What was I going to say? There was something else. What did I have and then I lost it? But yeah, feel free to ask questions, friends. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep working on a little project that I have here in our server called the Infinarm, which is my attempt at making an infinite length stream of water from the very top of the server to the very bottom of the server that you can plant wheat and other various foods along the side and just have a lot of farmland over just one very specific stretch of space to work through. So yeah, there you go. Hello, Ryan. How you doing? And everybody else coming in here. Hello. Just working my way down as deep as I can go. Yeah, for the posters, that QR code you see on the screen there will actually get you sent over to the little poster spot where you can go pick yourself up as another thing if you want. You have a question for me? I might have an answer for you if you ask the question. But if you don't ask the question, then I can't answer it. Name is Alarna. Well, hello. I hope you're doing well today. Sorry, I had myself a tuna salad sandwich for lunch, and it's fighting me. It said, you've said too many words loud, and now you must face the consequences. I will not have that one at the con, Remiao. The reason for it is that one was made by Streamly. I can sell the posters that like the two Pierce posters because those are mine, and I like commissioned an artist to make those. But the other ones are made by Streamly, and as such, you can only purchase them through Streamly, if that makes sense. That'll do. I like a little Persona 5 today. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Good morning from Australia. Hello from Wisconsin. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just one of those things where I just don't have I don't have the right to that particular poster, so I can't bring it with me. That said, I should get some more posters. I should get another poster commissioned because it's been a minute. Like, I think I've been selling the same posters for like 2-3 years, and I should get another one at least another one. I might even make one of my adorable new little sheep emote that I have over on Twitch. Can we come to Comic-Con next year in Cape Town? Oh man, that'd be cool. We haven't done any international events, and I, for one, would love to at some point, but I don't think it's happening. It's certainly not happening this year, not 2025. But I always tell people, if you would like to see the Aphmau crew at one of your local conventions, we can really only go to conventions we've been invited to. We're like vampires that way. In the sense that we can't afford to just get there on our own. But if a convention flies us out for it, well, then of course we're gonna jump right on in. So yeah, let them know. They usually a convention has some sort of form or some sort of email to send stuff to if for suggesting new guests to bring on. So yeah, there you go. Would be pretty cool. Do you know when you're Aphmau channel? Do you know mutton is from sheep? I personally, the Shadow Temple man that you see before you right now, does indeed know. I do, in fact, know that mutton comes from sheep. I have no thoughts otherwise, that mutton is not made out of sheep. I know. However, Pierce does not, and I think it's really funny that he doesn't, so I will keep doing that because I think it's funny. That's it. That's the whole kit caboodle. Is that it's a joke and it's funny. What's my favorite thing I voiced in general? Ah, boy. My favorite thing. I don't know. I like doing a lot of it. I mean, obviously I enjoy voicing Pierce. Pierce is very fun to me. I actually enjoyed, I don't know if anybody watched it. There was a new Aphmau Stories video or Aphmau Diaries video, I think is the channel now, Aphmau Diaries. Yeah, there was a new video that was like essentially a Minecraft Diaries video. And Pierce was in that. And I had a lot of fun playing Pierce in that because he's kind of somewhere between Minor Demons Pierce and SMP Pierce, where he's still a little bit of a goofball and he's still a little suave, but he's somewhere in between. And I think that works pretty well for those kind of videos. And I do hope he gets to be in more of those in the future. Good stuff, Unknown Kid. Because yeah, that's the way to make it happen. Is try to get them to send stuff over to us and see how it goes. I was making keychains. Now she made for Chris. Ooh yeah. Yeah, true. And Holly was the one who did Holly was the one who commissioned the art for me previously. So yeah, I very well might. She also made the stickers, that I use, which are very cute. It was weird seeing Pierce in my Minecraft Diaries. Hopefully in a good way, because I would love to be in more of the role plays. I think that'd be very fun. I think Minor Demons Pierce is very cool, but I also think he's a little limiting in terms of what he can be used for. And I'm hoping that, creating a wider variety of Pierce can result in more opportunities for Pierce to be in stuff, if that makes sense. So, yeah, kind of fun. I was going to say, though, maybe my favorite voice bit still to this day, however, is me playing the old man in a video game, a horror video game called The Booty Creek Cheek Freak, which is a horror slasher game about an evil creature that cuts off people's butts. and I got to do a monologue for that. And I think to this day, it's still probably my favorite thing I've done when it comes to voice stuff. Well, this is Dancing Star Night. Interesting. Just got back from school? Yeah, absolutely. And again, if you have questions, friends, just ask the question. I will answer it, but I can't answer it until you ask the question. How long do I plan to stream today? I will stream for about another hour 45. My plan to finish around 5:15 p.m. Eastern, which will give me enough time to go upstairs, shower, change, and get out the door so I can go to my musical. That's pretty much my plan. Does Aphmau in real life like babies? Yes, absolutely. It's part of why she has 4 kids. Yeah, does that come up? Or does that come off that she might indeed love babies? Because, yeah, she does. She absolutely do. Put a little bit of this. Sure, let's do a little Ace Attorney Jazz. I like that. So I'm just reading through. Do you have a girlfriend? I don't know if you do, Aphmau, or not. But if you're asking if I have a girlfriend, yeah, I have a girlfriend who then I liked, and then enough to move in with and marry. So she's upstairs right now. Yeah. So there you go. Can you please say hi or hello? Hi and hello. How about that? Pretty powerful, yeah. How fun is playing with Aphmau and her videos? It's a great time. It's a great time. I love performing. I love doing goofy things on for money. And it's yeah. I'm so happy that I'm able to do it for my job. Just keep punching stuff. How much do I like musicals? I do love musicals a lot. If you're going to ask, the next question that it seems to always come up, though, is do you like Epic? And the answer is I've not listened to Epic yet. I need it to be on stage. I need it to be, like, in person. I need to see the faces of the cast. I'm not really one for listening to musicals, on CD. That dates me too much. I'm not one to listen to musicals on Spotify. How about that? Is that better? It is instead something I enjoy. I enjoy seeing it on stage. I enjoy seeing the costuming. I enjoy seeing the performances. It's a big part for me, and I like that stuff. Do you have any pets or siblings? I have one younger sister, and I have one mini Australian Shepherd named Bento. Have watched The Greatest Showman? I haven't. Now that fits all the right rules for me, and yet I still have not seen that. And I should fix that. I don't know why I haven't. Yeah, maybe I'll even do it this week, or this upcoming week. I'm going to be hanging out with my family for the week, and they might not want to see Wicked while we're out there because we're going to be in a small place, and while it does have a movie theater, it's not going to be like a big movie theater that you should see Wicked at. But so maybe I'll convince them to watch Greatest Showman back at the house. I'm going to Florida, where my parents live because they retired, and they live in Florida now. Because that's what you do when you retire. You turn into Floridians. But yeah, I might go and hang out with them and maybe I'll just say, hey, let's watch Greatest Showman. Why not? So I see a new Disney movie, Zootopia 2. Oh man, I don't have plans to go see it, but I enjoyed Zootopia 1 quite a bit, so I'd have every imagining that I would also enjoy Zootopia 2. God, I've just a stuffed inventory for no reason. Put the Bones in there, too. Why not? What musical am I seeing? I'm seeing Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which is my... I wouldn't call it my favorite musical by any stretch, but it's a good one. It's a good early Andrew Lloyd Webber. I think it's pretty fun. If you haven't seen it, it's a goofy... It's biblical in nature, but they're doing their own goofy thing with it, you know? You played musicals at your school? Heck yeah, Anley. What have you played in? What shows have you done? Because I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of musicals in my time. I do like that stuff. Can you do any collabs on YouTube anytime soon? I mean, I've been doing the, you saw RV There Yet, hopefully, posted up earlier this week, or was it late last week? One of those two. I'm going to be posting more episodes of that, but I am usually doing those live streams on Twitch. I just feel like I have more streaming freedom on Twitch, so I tend to do those over there. It should also be mentioned, I don't really answer questions during the collabs. Which for YouTube seems to frustrate people a lot when I do streams without talking to chat very much. But of course they'll have the episodes will eventually make it up on YouTube if that's more your style. Any plans for Thanksgiving next week? Yes, I'm going. I live in Wisconsin, and my parents live in Florida, so we're gonna go fly out to Florida to hang out with them for the week. So. Yeah, that's where I'm going to be spending my my holiday is spending time with the parents. Why does Ian love gold so much? Because it's funny. Are you also normal friends with Jess, or are y'all just working together? I mean, it's a little bit of both, I was working for her first before I really even got to hang out with her very much. And I don't live near her. So I don't really get to hang out very much, even in the short times that we do. But, I think we get along pretty well together. It's the kind of thing where, like, you're friends with your coworkers. And would I hang out with Jess outside of work? 1,000,000,000%. Do I get to? Not very often. But, yeah, she's super cool. What's the way to put it? The stuff we do takes so much time and effort that usually by the time we're done with a lot of the stuff, there's just not a lot of time to like play games or do stuff independently of all that, if that makes sense. 2 years ago, I made an edit about TikTok and you freaked out because I liked it. Admittedly, I should do more sweeps of TikTok. I have not checked out stuff for me in a long time, and I probably should do that. Do I like Chips Ahoy cookies? I like chocolate chip cookies. Chips Ahoy, okay, I'm a little bit of a snob, friends, and the reason for it is that I actually like baking now. I like baking my own stuff. I genuinely have a batch of homemade raw cookie dough in the fridge right now that I've just been picking off and baking for Marissa and myself each night to make ourselves delicious chocolate chip cookies every day. And that's that. Chips Ahoy. It's good in a pinch, but I make my own, man. I love making cookies. You finding me from Aphmau is normal, right? Yeah, absolutely. Surprised you found the thing I'm most popular for, and now you're here. That makes sense, right? There's nothing wrong with that. What editing software do I use for my videos? So I typically use. So I used to have Magic's movie studio, which it used to be called Vegas, I think, or it used to be Vegas, and then it was an offshoot of that, yada yada yada. But what I actually use these days is an online software called Kapwing or Kapwing. I have actually never heard it said out loud before, but it's spelled Kapwing. And I use that. It's browser based, so you do it on the web as opposed to doing something on a computer app. And I use Kapwing for all my editing these days because I mostly just edit shorts and stuff. Sitting T and lurking once again. Common thread right here. Love some tea. Does my sister have a YouTube channel? Nah, I think she barely has social media. She's not one to step in the spotlight. She'd much rather just do her work quietly and efficiently and get home and to her dog and hang out with her husband and all that. So, yeah. The place we've been in are Annie and the Wizard of Oz. Oh, sorry, I just now see that. Yeah, congratulations. Those are good shows. I've seen both many times. A very important question. I might have a very important answer. How long do you think it will take to finish the farm completely? Oh, months. And that is by design. Does your sister-in-law have a YouTube channel? Oh, my God. No. I did try to convince her to make stuff on the internet at one point because she was kind of trying to figure out what to do. with herself, and I was like, yeah, make stuff, and she's like, cool, and I did have her stream once. Never again. That was not something she was interested in, so, and now I know. I know what you're talking about there, Cunning. But no, neither my sister nor my sister-in-law have YouTube channels. Or if they do, I have not been made aware. No, I took on this project precisely because I knew it would take me months to do. I wanted to have something that would take me just a long time. Because that's what I wanted. Hi, everybody coming in, by the way. Welcome. My name is Shadow Temple. You might know me as the guy who plays Pierce for the Aphmau channel, but I'm also a voice actor, Twitch streamer, all that stuff. And right now I'm hanging out, playing a little bit of Minecraft, and answering your questions about the stuff that I do. If you do have any questions, be sure to ask them. And again, I ask again. Do not ask or do not tell me that you have a question. Just ask the question. Just ask the question. It's much easier that way. What would Pierce's Pokemon be? I mean, it's got to be Mareep, right? It's got to be Mareep. 1,000%. It's got to be Mareep. How long have I been on YouTube? How does one video take to record and edit before uploading? So I personally have been on YouTube since like 2009. I had a YouTube channel long before, even before Minecraft was starting to become a thing. Mainly because I wanted to get into video editing. I actually was very interested in video production back in high school, and I wanted to do stuff with it, and I made some videos here and there. But I instead went to school for engineering and enjoyed a lot of that space instead, and have my degree in engineering. But I still had an interest in video stuff for quite a while, and also doing voice acting and stuff. So I just started doing some Twitch streaming here and there. Back in like 2014 was when I started that. Did voice acting ever since then, and then joined the Aphmau channel in 2019. In terms of how long it takes to make videos, I mean, it varies completely. If you're talking about the Aphmau channel, I can't talk much about the inner workings of how those videos come out, but let's just say we can maybe put, if we're lucky, maybe 2 videos done a day. And that takes a lot of people to do. And that, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of man hours involved in making each of those Aphmau videos. A lot. Do you recommend recommendation for a good microphone for YouTube videos? Because the microphone you have is a terrible audio. I'm a little bit behind in that game. I should probably brush up on my good microphones. The Ars Technica AT2020, I think, is still a pretty popular good mic. That is a pretty good starter USB mic for anybody who wants to be serious about doing a little bit of YouTubing and also wants to sound pretty good. And that, I think, is less than $100, which is pretty good. Here, let me look this up real quick. Yeah, they still sell AT2020s. And look at that. Amazon's got it for... Oh, boy. They got full kits for like $150, but I'm looking just for the mic itself. Okay, it's $120 for the mic itself. But that is still a really good microphone for the price. I do recommend it. The one that I use for everything, which I should get a nicer mic for like audiobooking and stuff like that, because this is a broadcast mic. But this really carries the industry pretty well. This is the Shure SM7B, and I've been doing Pierce on this microphone since the very beginning. Literally this microphone, the one right in front of me. I've been using this one for like almost 10 years now, and it's doing great. Who am I playing with? Just me. Do I have a TikTok? I do. It's Shadow Temple. Also Instagram, Shadow Temple. Also Blue Sky, it's Shadow Temple. Also Twitch, it's Shadow Temple. Also Patreon, it's Shadow Temple. I'm not playing with anybody, although this is a community server. Technically, members of my community could join at any time. I did not tell them I was going to be here because I just wanted to work on a little project of my own. So, yeah. As long as we were friends with you on Roblox. I appreciate that, Nina. That account that I have for Roblox that is public facing is only for Aphmau videos. And so even if I befriended people, which I do not on that one, I would not play any games with any fans on that. That one is just for work. Sorry though. And for the sake of protecting people out there, you know. But yeah. How am I? You're nervous for Minor Demon Season 2? It'll come out, guys. It's going to take a while. I know people are getting really excited for it, but they you know, Aphmau's got a couple other series she got to catch up first before Minor Demon Season 2, you know? But she'll get there. They'll be there eventually. Don't you worry. Zane or Ian, in your opinion? Both of them have good singing voices. Chris, who plays Ian very specifically as a musician, so maybe I'll give him the edge on that. Like he worked, he was previously like a classically trained tuba player, who then that's why he's got the good lungs for the big scream. But yeah, no, he's he's classically trained. Keston did a singing collab with Corinne a couple months ago. I think it was like a K-pop Demon Hunters collab, right? Pretty cool stuff. Just saying. Why am I not using the Pierce skin? Because I don't own the character Pierce, right? I put it similar to like Robert Downey Jr., the guy who plays Iron Man, can't go running around town in an Iron Man costume calling himself Iron Man. Marvel and Disney would have a few words with him eventually. The same thing happens with Pierce. While I play Pierce, while I voice Pierce, while I make a lot of the jokes that Pierce for Pierce's whole thing. Pierce is owned by Aphmau and Catface, and I do not own those things. So I play as Tree Boy whenever I'm not doing stuff for Aphmau. That's not a bad thing, by the way. I'm glad that they own it, and then, you know, in exchange for me playing the character for them, then they pay me money. So, you know, I think it's a pretty darn fair trade, if I do say so myself. I cannot give my personal name, as far as you know, is Shadow Temple. It's not really extremely hard to find beyond that, but you know, it's one of those things where I'd rather you have to dig as opposed to just me giving it to you straight up. Can I say the classic yes? Yes. There you go. You guys so popular, you and Aphmau crew deserve to be in the Macy's Day Parade. Oh my god. Oh my god, that would be so wild. No, we have a popular enough channel, but I don't even think has my gauge always for things for us is like, did Mr. Beast ever do it? And so my question is, has Mr. Beast ever been in the Thanksgiving Day Parade? Because if he has, then sure, yeah, maybe someday. If he hasn't, though, then I can't imagine a world where we'd be like, yep, also us. Ooh, little sneaky tunnel down here. Summer or Aphmau crew poster? I'll tell you. Hold on. Let me check on something real quick for that. Oh, it is Pierce only. Okay. You can choose. I mean, either really. I think either are pretty fun. Yeah, just looking at both right now. I mean, the summer one, it's not quite summer right now, I will say, but you know, it's fine. It's cool. And Remy out there, friends, again, is talking about the autographed posters available on Streamily right now. I'll be signing stuff on Friday that you guys pick up now, and everything's on discount. If you want to check out one of these bad boys right here, either Minor Demons Pierce right there, speaking of all you Minor Demons fans with Johnny Cat, or SMP Pierce with a sheepy right there. You can go and pick those up on my Streamly page. The QR code on the screen there will get you there. The link at the top of the chat will get you there. Clicking on my face 30,000 times will not get you there, but you can try it anyway. But yeah, go check it out. Is Ian streaming right now? I don't think so. You could look though. I mean, he's got his own stuff. Which one it be? You like the summer one, but you also like the other one. Then go for the summer one. If summer's your first instinct, go for the summer. It's fine. Ah! Hello, sir. Hi there. Oh, God, he's gone. That's worse. That's so much worse. Where'd you go, fella? Oh, there you are. Okay. Your friend will bully you if you bought the Pierce once? What does your friend know? Seriously, what do they know? Am I supposed to be... Should I be bullied more? You found a way to watch the parade? Yeah. I feel like we would need to land some bigger deal. You know what I mean? Like, get on like a streaming service that isn't just YouTube. If we did that and it hit, like, I bet you that would probably be our best shot. How many characters have I voiced? Pierce. I'll count them as 2 separate characters because they really are. I played, what is this? I don't even remember his name anymore. He's from Phoenix Drop Days. But there's a pseudo main character in that one that I played as. All I remember him is the guy who threw the cookie around for a while. I've also done a handful of various minor voices for Aphmau. I'll call it 5 voices for Aphmau that I've done over time, right? Then I've done 3 indie games where I voiced 1 voice for 1 character for 1 game, 3 voices for another game, and then 2 more voices for their most recent game. So that brings me up at, I think, 11 characters or so at this point. I also do audiobooks where there's not really a character I voice, it's just kind of me. But yeah, those are all things that I've done. Is voice acting my full-time job? It is, in the sense that it's kind of a part of the stuff that I do. You know what I mean? So like all the things that make me money include voice acting, streaming, plenty of streaming, doing YouTube videos, running my Patreon, which includes this Minecraft server right here, selling Streamly posters. So if you want to help out the old holiday season, picking up those posters helps me out quite a bit. Audiobooks, and then also doing some live performances in town. I actually have I have an improv show that I'm doing on Saturday, December 6th in Milwaukee. If for whatever reason anybody's in town, yeah, I'll be doing an improv show called Quest And at a theater called the Interchange Theater here in Milwaukee. And yes, you can come. It's $10 at the door, and it's very fun. And AMJ, by the way, yes, as you might, I don't know if you've seen, but I did in fact lower my prices on the Streamly stores. So there you go. Have you ever played Die of Death? No, I've never played. Is that a Roblox game? What game is that? What's that game about, huh? What's my favorite Minor Demons character, but I can't choose Pierce? Ooh, it's probably a tie between Rise and Leaf. Leaf is pretty fun because he's just kind of he knows who he is, and that's Murder Man. And Rise, I do enjoy a serious man who is undone by something, which in the case of him is ice cream. I think is very funny. I like that a lot. For a second, but the abilities are randomized for survivors. I see. The musical you told me before is going pretty well. I'm glad to hear that, Blaze. Yeah, good. Have I played Poppy Playtime? I've not played it, no. I've obviously done enough Aphmau videos about it, but I've never actually personally played the video game that it is inspired by. Is my name in real life Shadow? No. But as far as you know, yes. Just one of those things where I'm not gonna just dox myself out on the internet. But there are plenty of projects that have my real name on them. If you just go look, you'll find it pretty fast. So, yeah. But I'll make you do the detective work instead of me. Imagine my real name is Pierce. I don't think they would have let me play a character named Pierce. I don't want to be named Pierce, honestly. I feel like you don't want to be too close to a character. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I love playing Pierce, but I wouldn't want... I already have a hard enough time explaining to people that Pierce is a character and not me. If I was also named Pierce, I feel like that would just be the end of it. I would have no way of separating myself from the art at that point. So I'm happy that I am me and not him, if that makes sense. Just building this alone. Do have to break one more set of blocks here. Oh no, it's filling! There we go. Copy playtime was very fun and scary, sure. Play it on a video, maybe at some point. Do I like scary games? I do not. No, I really don't, though. That's why I don't play a ton of them. I voice characters in them, but I very rarely play them myself because I am a big wimp. I don't like going to haunted houses. I don't like playing scary games. I don't like any of it. So, yeah. No, it's true. The Pierce command over here, sure. How do you start doing YouTube? Because you want to start your own YouTube channel yourself. Do it. Since you're already chatting here, you do technically have a YouTube channel. Just might not have any videos on it. You just gotta make stuff. Make a video. Put it on YouTube. See if it does anything. That's really what it comes down to. I know that sounds kind of glib, but it is kind of true. How their slot machine game work out for me? Oh, I burned through that thing in like 20 hours. That was Clover Pit. Oh, I love that game, but I already beat it. And I'm like, yep, all right, moving on. And now I'm playing a different slot machine game. No. It's kind of that way, but it's not. It's another roguelike game where we played it last Saturday called Ball X Pit. And you bounce balls off of like evil bricks, and you gain more power that way. It's very fun. I like it a lot. Can you tell Jessie said hello? I think the best way to convey that message to her is leaving comments on her videos. I get too many requests for people saying hi to the point where our recording sessions would literally just be me unraveling a 30-page sheet and being like, all right, the following names have been requested to say hello to you today, my liege. If that makes sense. What is your favorite moments from Minor Demons? I really like the bath scene with Pierce, where they're both hanging out in the really big like potion pool, I guess it was called. It's kind of nice. Do you ever play them for reals? Oh, slot machines? No. Table games? Yes. I have visited the pot here and there, Remyao. I indeed have been there. But I try to stay away now, especially because I don't have any money. I'm not I do not play it very often. I only go, let's see here. The only time I touch casinos are when I'm on a cruise, because they are... Sorry, I'm reading chat simultaneously. Cruises, because I'm a captive on the ship, and they've got a casino, so haha. And then I've gone to the Potawatomi once or twice here in Milwaukee, but not really that much of a serial gambler. But I do like it though. Court jester reading off a list. Yeah, pretty much. Sorry making you spend money yesterday. No, MJ. Don't you feel bad about that. Two things with that. Whenever I purchase gifted subs on my Twitch channel, which is what you're talking about, number one, that's a business expense. So I can, demerit that against the money that I make off of Twitch stuff, which I should do anyway. And then number two, it's essentially like advertising for my channel, because people who get those subs are now have a sub to my channel, and they get to have that. And it feels good, and they like it. They might come back to watch the streams more. And number three, I get half the money back on the subs, the subs that I gift. So it's really not too bad for me, if that makes sense. Don't feel bad. If I didn't want to do it, AMJ, I wouldn't set it up that way, right? You started watching my stream from the start, like things drop high and you get so much nostalgia. I've never seen the series. I should watch it. I will at some point. Well, yeah, man, you're the villain and hero. Very cool, very cool. Shadow of the Aphmau crew is the best to play with both in character and IRL. Ooh. Let's see. Who's my favorite to play with in character? It's probably, oh boy, I think it's really fun to play alongside Corinne in terms of in-character stuff, because she will absolutely just dunk on me if I do something foolish. And I need it, you know? Sometimes people yes and too hard, or they don't question the goofs that I do. But she'll just call me out on something, on some dumb thing that I did. And Pierce should be called out on that, you know? She should get impatient, or Kim should get impatient with Pierce, because he's a big dum-dum who should be frustrating. So yeah. In terms of IRL, though, I also do enjoy playing games with Corinne, but I also like playing games with pretty much everybody. Everyone's pretty super chill, honestly. Do you have a favorite video I voice acted on the Aphmau channel? If I had to pick one as of late, it might have been, there was one that we did, I think it was like the Ice Lion or Winter Lion or something like that. That one I had a lot of fun with relatively recently. I think that's like a month ago. What do I do in my free time? This is my free time. This is I nonstop creating stuff for the internet is most of the stuff that I do. But when I'm not creating stuff for the internet, I also play video games. I garden. I had some pretty successful tomato plants this year. I didn't get a whole lot else growing, which I was a little sad about. But that, it's just how it is sometimes. And I ski. I like downhill skiing quite a bit. If I ever get a chance to go downhill skiing, I absolutely do. And I probably will this winter as well. It's just, I just love doing it. It's fun. My dream, my lottery ticket, $1 billion dream is to make enough money to eventually get a ski chalet that I own somewhere out in the Rockies of Colorado so I can ski anytime I want. That'd be fun. That'd be real cool. Have I seen the bots? What, in the comments of videos? Yeah. I promise you, we try to get rid of them, but they multiply faster than we can delete. Best thing is don't engage with them. Do not if you ever see one of those in the comments of Aphmau videos, don't reply to them. Don't be like, oh my God, you're a bot. Because that gives them actually more credit in the algorithm. Downvote them and report the bots. Do that. That is the best way to get rid of those so YouTube can keep up with them as best they can. The poor souls, they can't, but they'll try. That is the way to do it. For what it's worth, AMJ, I don't mind them doing it here. I kind of silo all of that energy here, and then over on Twitch, we keep that to their own stuff. If that makes sense. So many questions. Yeah, well, I kind of run this as a Q&A of sorts, so I do not mind that whatsoever. Got to give them the chance to do it, because otherwise they'll explode if they, if I prevent them from doing it over on Twitch. That's my vibe for it, at least. Do I want kids? Sure. Yeah, someday. Since you watch, I'm 6 years old. I said all the time, maybe you could work for Aphmau, Pierce, and Ian's trying to prank people. You still think so? It's fun. It's fun stuff. I do recommend. We do hire, for what it's worth, once you get out of college and stuff. But one thing I always recommend to people, if you're interested in doing the kind of stuff that we do, start doing stuff to make yourself good for it, take acting classes, do improv, work on some fan projects, that kind of stuff. I know for a fact, we now have members on the Aphmau team, overall in the company, who were former fans. Not that they stopped being fans, but they got older and they sought out majors that allowed them to work in the space, and now they do work for Aphmau. But also, maybe you make your own stuff and you realize that you really enjoy making your own stuff, and then you make your own stuff, and then when we're old and gray and no longer relevant to the internet in 2 years, then you can make your own Aphmau channel and make it even bigger than ours. So there you go. How long will I be streaming for? Just for today? I mean, yes, only just for today. This stream will not go into tomorrow. I will be streaming on here for another about hour 15, hour 20. And then I have to get dressed and clean up because I'm right now wearing good old jammies, such as the work from home life. But I need to dress up and look nice for going to a musical tonight. So, yeah. Do you have a favorite ship that involves my own character? I don't dig into ships, especially that involve my own character, mainly because, well, it's fun for you guys, and I implore you, go have fun with it, enjoy. Already being gray already by then. Internet years, Remyao, internet years will all be, ancient fuddy-duddies by 2027. Don't we know it? So many stuffies. I know you can see all those boys back there. Somebody did ask me also my favorite my favorite meow is definitely Sugar Skull Cat. I love that one so much. It's so cool. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, shipping. The biggest reason why I don't ship my character with anybody else or anything like that, or even dig into the ships very much, is that I know everyone involved with the stuff, and we're all trying to be professionals. This is a place for work, not for dating and romance. And so I take that very seriously, and so I would not want to even indulge such things because, hey, I got to work with that person tomorrow, and if I tell you, oh, man, I just want to kiss the... no. Can you see where that would just not make for a very comfy working environment? That said, please, go enjoy your ships. Go out there. Get out there, Tiger. Go have some fun. Sorry, I'm just dropping off a bunch of the junk that I really don't need in my inventory as I continue to work on this project. Especially since some of the VAs have partners. Yeah, I mean, I'm married, right, for one. And it's not to any of your insert favorite ship here. But, that's fine. Enjoy your characters. Right? Enjoy having fun with the characters. I was there. I was young. I enjoyed that stuff. Just be careful. Let's see here. If someone asked you to adopt their baby brother. No, I think I'm good. I think I've got enough covered right now. Thank you, though. You don't know who your favorite ship is. Mine is the Ella Fitzgerald. They just celebration sounds a little dark, a little macabre, but they just did a big memorial for that ship, not too far from here, a couple of months back, or about a month or so ago. Do you know Aphmau voiced Kitty in some videos? Shadow Temple does, yes. Pierce, the character, does not. Does that make sense? Ultimately, they're characters, we do silly little character things, and the characters know things and don't know things, and it's good for the plot that they do or do not know those things. But I, yes, am aware of these things. See you, Laura Flower Drawers. Have yourself a good night. And yes, so you had also asked before other streams that I'm going to do. Not here. The next stream that I'm going to do is going to be on Thursday, so tomorrow. And it's going to involve Aphmau crew people, but it is going to be over on my Twitch channel. So if you're interested in watching me and a bunch of other Aphmau nerds try to drive an RV together, yeah, be sure to check it out. It's called RV There Yet. We'll be playing over. Oh, excuse me. I'll be playing that over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Shadow Temple, for a couple hours. It's pretty fun. The internet will be like the encyclopedia books become in a couple of years irrelevant. I don't think the internet's ever going to become irrelevant, but I think the stuff that I'm doing now will seem very, the internet has both an infinite memory and also a very short one, if that makes sense. And if you do not do everything in your power to stay relevant in the internet's mind, you will disappear from it practically for the rest of your days. And we're here and there on that, right? I don't know if I'll give you an example of this. This is something I've been thinking about. This gets a little high level, if that makes sense. We don't really have a shared culture anymore as a society. And I was thinking about that while I was waiting in line for Steve from Blue's Clues at the New York Comic Con, right? So I was at New York Comic Con and I saw Steve from Blue's Clues because he was like my idol when I was a baby, right? Mr. Steve himself. And I got him to sign him, meow and everything. It was really cool. I don't know if when we're, 10 years from now, after maybe Aphmau's done doing stuff, will people come out for Aphmau characters 10 years from now? Does that make sense? I'm talking, or will Mr. Beast still be relevant? Will people be excited to see a Mr. Beast out in the world, or a Markiplier, or any of those, internet personalities that are personalities now? Will they be, will that sort of idea, even as a YouTuber, really be even that powerful later on? God, I hope not. And, there's nothing new with that. There are plenty of celebrities that have disappeared since the 90s. We don't really think about Drew Carey very much anymore, but, it's just something I think about. The OG YouTubers will never be replaced? Maybe. Took your whole childhood to realize Blue was a girl, and then we have ourselves almost as if it is a nod to that. Bluey also being a girl, but everyone's like, but the dog is blue, so boy. Yeah, it goes. Anyway, hello, Leslie, and everybody else coming in here. Hello. Never imagined internet was the thing. That's true. That's very true. Still love Tom. He was your first online friend. There you go. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, just looking at conventions and stuff and thinking will people still be interested in seeing Pierce or any of the other members of the Aphmau team, this far past when their main relevancy was happening, without extensive work and effort on the team's part to still do things and still be relevant to the world. I hope so. I hope people are still excited to see us around. Have ever been to Sweden? No, unfortunately not. I went, which is a shame because I've actually hit at least a handful of the Nordic states. I went on a trip this summer where I went to both Iceland and Norway via ship, but I did not get to Sweden or Finland. Those are my last two spots, and then I got the quintuple. And Denmark. I forget about Denmark. I'm so sorry, Denmark. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Denmark. But I would like to go to Sweden someday. Sure, yeah. Let's just put some more up here. This upcoming generation, Steve is Miss Rachel. Oh, of course. Yeah. 100%. As somebody who's had, who's seen some kids come up in my time, in my family, Miss Rachel is the patron saint of parents right now, of young kid parents. every 90s emo punk band. What needs to happen then is what I'm hearing, Remiel, is that there'll be like 5-10 years of irrelevancy, and then all the kids who grew up with us will have jobs and money, and then we'll be like, oh my God, yes, of course I'll pay, $50 to to take a picture with Pierce, later on down the road. What is my favorite place I've visited? That's an interesting question. Boy, I'm trying to think. How do Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper have baby paprika? It's a good question. It's a very, very good question. Just kind of Tennessee because you live in Tennessee. I would love to. I mentioned earlier at the top of the stream that if you ever want us to come to your local geek convention, tell the planners. There's usually a form on their website that you can fill out and request a particular crew, and then if you enough of you and your friends tell them that would be a cool group to bring in, they'll invite us, and then we go, and then we can be there. You go to Sweden, you're right by a little city called Matala. Ooh, sounds nice. I mean, recency bias, or that is to say, it was one of the last places I've been, so of course I enjoyed it the most. But going to Geiranger in Norway, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but that was such a gorgeous town. I know it's a real tourist trap essentially at this point. It's not tourist trap, it's just overcrowded. But I really enjoyed Geiranger. It was just so pretty. Very much enjoyed my time there. Also enjoyed Amsterdam. I've never been to Amsterdam before. I went there. For all you adults, not in Amsterdam in that sort of way. I just really enjoyed a city that seemed to care about people beyond cars. It was really nice. It was really nice to just see a bunch of people on bikes on everywhere. Transportation was really easy. It seemed like people were having a fun time. Food was awesome. It was a fun city. I liked it a lot. Love to go again sometime. You didn't have you. Yeah, I get you. I 100% get you, Ramya. Yep. When I have also, someone mentioned if we'd ever want to have kids, we're hoping to, and I've already kind of preemptively been like, all right, yep, time to shut down the old money pipe and seal that bad boy off for a bit. And try to gather some war funds instead. Build up the old war chest. Oh, that's why it's so short. I was like, this feels too short. But if I did this, the water would cut off, right? Yeah. Will I ever come to Wisconsin? Oh, man, a guy can wish. I love Wisconsin. Of course. Will I ever come to Tennessee? I've been to Tennessee before, but not during my time with Aphmau, to be clear. I went, what was it? I went to Memphis. I got invited by St. Jude at one point because I used to do a lot of fundraising for charity. And I went to a summit there. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I had a good time in Memphis. Great barbecue. Fantastic barbecue. But that's the only time I've been to Tennessee. Might go again sometime, but whenever I go to England to have tea with the king. I actually also went to England this year. I went to London. I got to ride in the big eye, I took some pictures, went to a pub, got some fish and chips, and then I had to go because we only had 24 hours. Do I support LGBT? Absolutely. I just support the L's, the B's, the T's, the G's, the T's, the Q's, the I's, the A's, the pluses, all of them. Absolutely. In fact, we've been raising. I've raised a couple $1,000s for some transgender charities the past couple of years, both for the Trans Lifeline, which is a lifeline or a hotline run by trans people for trans people for, just it's rough out there, and making sure that they have some resource, some ability to chat with people who know what they're going through. Thank you for grabbing that, Cunning, actually, yeah. Wherever in Cape Town. Cape Town... South Africa, right? I've never been to South Africa. I was like 90% certain that Cape Town was in South Africa, but I was like, oh man, if that 10% is right, I'm in so much trouble. No, I've never been to South Africa. I've never been on the African continent, I don't think. Which is a glaring omission, because I've been to North America, Central America. I've not really been to South America, I admit. I've been to Europe and I've been to Asia. But I've never hit South America or Africa yet. Or Australia. I've not been to Australia either, which I would like to go someday. More travel. Later. Much later, probably. Ever been to DC? Yeah. No, I've been to DC a couple times. Yeah, I both as like a tourist. I had family who worked in the federal government for a while, so I would sometimes go visit them out in Maryland, and then we'd go, to the mall and all that. Yeah. Must be nice to travel. You want to go to the USA? I love traveling, but my traveling days are probably over for a bit, other than for work. So tell people to invite us to go to things so I can go to places. It both covers my desire for wanderlust, but also allows me to get paid to do those things. So it's a win-win. That's why I implore you to get out there and tell your favorite conventions to bring us in. Because of the spiders, I feel that. Would I want to come to Cape Town? Sure. Yeah. Again, if we got invited out to a convention out that way, 100%, sure. No problems. Man knows his geography. I happen to be I happen to enjoy my geo-guessing quite a bit. Oh man, I haven't played GeoGuessr in a hot minute. That is fun. Anyway, friends, if you're just coming in, hello. Also, if you get a chance, maybe hit that like button, that little heart button that on that their stream would tell YouTube to bring. Tell YouTube to bring more friends in and come say hi. Bring us higher in the recommendation list. It helps us a lot. And, of course, keep chatting and things like that. But, so that way people know to come in and say hi and check out the stream and all that. So, yeah. And it's a way to support the stream for free. So that's also a great thing. Vote for all the Aphmau to go to MGC. I know. I talk with them. They've been pretty accommodating. I don't know how many people are going to be there this year, but the hope. I mean, everybody who went last year wants to come this year, so that's the plan. At the very least, we might bring more people. We'll see. Friends, by the way, be careful about, I appreciate you being excited about a thing. Maybe stick to major metro names for your close to your towns as opposed to your very specific town, if that makes sense. Because we will not come to, like, your local high school, for example, but we will go to maybe a convention in a larger city near you. So, like, for example, probably not coming into Aurora, Illinois, but Remia was just mentioning, we do, myself, Keston, and Corinne have done a convention in Milwaukee. If you know where Milwaukee is relative to where you are in Illinois there. That's a car trip. That's not a plane trip. That's a car trip. And you could hang out for the weekend. It's a fun Midwest Gaming Classic. It's a really fun convention. There's a ton of old retro games, but also pinball machines and stuff you could play. And then we'll also be there. So there you go. And we got the cheese, so that's pretty good. Sure could talk it up. If you're talking about getting Aphmau in there, oh man, I'd love nothing more, but I don't think it's the right matchup. If anything, I think something that would fit more for her would be more like C2E2. like the Chicago Comic-Con, essentially. That would be more her wheelhouse. And maybe, right now we seem to be only doing conventions on the coasts. It would stand to reason that we'd eventually do one in the Midwest. I'm sorry to hear that, Marshmallow, but hopefully you're feeling all right. Convention Center, Big Good Illinois stop. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're just. I think they're enjoying. I got a very mysterious message. Hold on. Oh, all right. Just a family member. All right. Let's see here. Will you eat my own sheep? I mean, Pierce doesn't know that he's eating his own sheep, but he usually does. Yeah. Never been to a convention. Are they fun? Yeah. I mean, it depends on what you're interested in, but yeah, generally. It is fun, if nothing else, especially if you are a nerd, but you have kind of not connected with other people in your area about being a nerd. It is a place where you can find a lot of fellow nerds who are also excited about the things you're excited about. And that, more than anything, is the most exciting thing about being in a convention. There's also slots across the street from it. I promise you I'm not a degenerate gambler. Just sometimes. Have I wanted to go to conventions in Texas? Sure. Yeah, at some point. Probably. I want to get out to, I'm a big roller coaster fan, and I do want to get out to, I think Six Flags Over Texas, like the original Six Flags, is getting a new, really powerful roller coaster next year, and I would love to have an excuse to get out there and ride it. It is, for those in the area over here, I live close to Six Flags Great America, which just got its own new roller coaster called Wrath of Rakshasa, which is a dive coaster, which is a roller coaster that goes up to the tippy top of a hill in a very classic roller coaster fashion. Gets up to the top of the hill, and then right as it gets to the edge of the drop, an extra chain hooks onto to your train and hangs you over the edge there for about a good 5-10 seconds before eventually then dropping you down. Right? Really fun roller coaster. Do recommend trying it. Six Flags Over Texas is building one that's 150 feet taller than Wrath of Rakshasa. And will be the tallest dive coaster in the world. And I think it is going to be so intense. I so badly want to get on there at some point. It's going to be wild. There's Six Flags in Wisconsin. There's not one in Wisconsin, but there's one very close to the southern border of Wisconsin, in Gurnee, Illinois. From Milwaukee, it's like a cool 1-hour drive. So that I used to go all the time as a kid, and I sometimes still go as an adult. How can you love thrill rides, but hate spooky things? I think it's people. If I'm being perfectly honest, I think it's people. I don't like people being in my face, and I don't like them going to boogie woogie woo, because I can't anticipate what they're going to do to me, other than not touch me because they're professionals. But, roller coasters, the track's in front of you. You know what's going to happen, and you just have to kind of submit to it and enjoy it. And I do like, I love feelings of weightlessness, especially like zero-G stuff. Ooh, yeah, I love it. Love just floating in space and feeling free. It's so nice. But yeah, otherwise I don't like being surprised, if that makes sense. Allowed to post pictures of me on my Discord? Sure. Yeah, if you'd like. Post it in an Aphmau discussion, I think would be the best place to put that on the Discord server, if you are on the Discord server. Usually just go to the Dells. The Dells are fine. They just don't have a ton of roller coasters. They got a couple over at Mount Olympus, but From what I've heard, they aren't the best maintained. But apparently Hades 360, I've never ridden it, but I've heard is buck wild, and I'd love to ride it someday. Oh, it's a great song, but I'm gonna get copyright struck on that. That's some Tank from Cowboy Bebop. Ooh, it's good stuff. Oh, it's good stuff. You just like Noah's Ark in the summer? Oh, Noah's Ark's great. I used to go to Noah's Ark all the time as a kid. That's a great spot. Love it, love it, love it. What else? What other kind of music do I want to throw in today? How about, Persona 4 Dancing All Night. I haven't listened to that soundtrack in a while. That's fun. That's neat. Let's do it. Want to make it more thrilling? The roller coasters are thrilling enough. They don't have to pull off scary tricks. They just are there, and they're going to throw your body through a loop. And I like going fast. Going fast is fun. Joe, people shipping Ian Pierce together? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. That's such as the internet. Do you know the guy who raps? There are a lot of guys who rap. You're going to have to be a bit more specific. There is a mountain coaster in the Dells now. It's true. Yeah, I do want to ride it at some point. Marissa and I just went to we just went to Minneapolis a couple of weeks ago to go see Paul McCartney in concert, and we on the way there, from Milwaukee, you passed essentially by the Dells, and I did see signs for it, and I was like, I do want to ride it. No, to show you just how much of a roller coaster nerd I am, I've watched video or POVs of that exact mountain coaster in the Dells right now. I have seen it. Next time I go to Minnesota, I got to go to Cherryberry. You're right. You're so totally right. I did not go this time, but I'd like to go in the future. Sure. I didn't fix the water here. It got all busted up because there was a hole. There we go. Hi, everybody coming in, by the way. Welcome. We're just playing some Minecraft. If you're not aware of me, or you are aware of me, whatever the case, I'm Shadow Temple, the guy who plays Pierce for the Aphmau channel. A voice actor, variety streamer, YouTuber, etc. And I'm answering your questions today, and playing a little bit of Minecraft, like I said. So be sure to ask those questions if you like. And once again, if you would like to maybe pick up a poster of Pierce, either of the SMP Pierce, as you see here, or as Minor Demons Pierce right here, you can get those signed by me right now on discount over on my Streamly page. You can click on the link at the top of the chat there. You can scan the QR code in the bottom right-hand corner, all that stuff. It's pretty good. Is she not joining? No, this is my own personal stuff. This is my own personal Minecraft stuff. Aphmau's busy. She's recording right now. She ain't got time for this. She got work to do. I'm the one having fun. Do you think I'd get along with normal Pierce or Minor Demons Pierce better? Boy. There's this notion of friendship, especially as you grow to be an adult, where you have kind of two types of friends, and they're both equally valid as friends, but they serve different functions, which is the friend you go on adventures with, or go grab a drink with, and like go out in the town and have fun with, and then there are the friends that you let take care of your new puppy, right? SMP Pierce is the go on adventures with kind of guy, and Minor Demons Pierce is the friend that you want to have look after your puppy. If that makes sense. I feel like Minor Demons Pierce is a bit of a wet blanket, but man, is he responsible relative to SMP Pierce, who you would not want to have house sit, What was my favorite Aphmau video? I don't know. I think I mentioned Winter Lion as a recent video that I enjoyed quite a bit. Thank you for following my Twitch channel, by the way. Appreciate it. Another season coming out for Minor Demons? Eventually. I do not have any information about release dates about things, friends. Everything that is public is the stuff that you learned at VidCon. But just know that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Minor Demons Season 2, My Street, all that's going to happen. If I had to guess, My Street Season 7 will come out before Minor Demons because they literally announced it before Minor Demons Season 2. Right? So if things are added to the stack as they are announced, it would stand to reason that My Street Season 7 will come out first, right? I have no information, but that is just my assumption. Another season out coming for Minor Demons? There will be, yeah. It was announced at VidCon this year. But again, don't have any don't have any information about it that is special or unique past what you guys already know. If it helps, I have not been asked to do any lines for Pierce yet, so but that happens like days before the episodes go out. So I think you would know about a new episode of Minor Demons coming out before I even did at that point. News gives you anime vibes because it's from a video game called Persona 4, which is a very anime game. You'd be friends with Noi because you are the same. Are you also a best way to describe Noi? He's the younger brother trope, right? That's supposed to be the energy of Noi there. In terms of speaking of anime, right? Super excited for all the new season. Same. I'm pumped for it. It'll be fun. But I'm also enjoying, doing again. I talked about it. Who here put a 1 in chat if you watched the new Aphmau Diaries video that has the sorry, music's probably a little loud. That has Pierce in it. There was a new video that came out with Gareth and Pierce hanging out in. It seems to be. I don't know it very well, but. It seems to be like the Diaries space, right? That was pretty cool. That was pretty fun. Going to do any more St. Jude fundraisers? Not in town, out in Memphis for St. Jude, but in the future, in general, yes, for St. Jude, totally. Yeah, absolutely. I've worked on that with them on many occasions. Back before I did Aphmau stuff, I was with a crew that I've been working with far longer than Aphmau, which is Zeldathon. I talk about that one quite a bit. They are doing a new charity event coming up here this winter. I don't think it's for St. Jude. I think it's for Make-A-Wish, but I'll double check here actually real quick so I don't falsely or make false bits about that. Yes. We're playing a bunch of Zelda games while raising money for charity for Make-A-Wish America. So there you go. Do I know what Five Nights at Freddy's is? Yes, I'm very much aware of it. Am I a fan? I like watching lore videos about it because I'm generally interested in story. I have not played them very much. If a university asked me to guest speak, would I do it? Sure. Yeah. They'd have to fly me out. Just kind of like a convention. But sure. Yeah. Or if within driving distance, I could drive, but then they'd have to at least pay for me to stay overnight or something. But yeah, no, absolutely. I've actually done talks at high schools before, specifically to their like drama department, and done like little workshops and voiceover workshops and things with them. And it was very fun. I'm excited for the FNAF 2 movie. I think I am. Yeah, I never watched the first one, if I'm being honest. Sounded like it was okay. And I'm also just, again, not a big fan of horror stuff. But I'm glad it exists. I'm glad that that they're able to make stuff like that. Do our Aphmau crew voice actors play Minecraft? Here and there. It's the sort of thing where we have been playing Minecraft like nonstop for like 7 years. Or at least I have for almost 7 years. You can imagine a world where someone might start to get a little tired of playing it constantly. So that's why when we do collabs, we don't really do collabs in Minecraft anymore. We do them almost exclusively in any game but Minecraft. So, that's why we did a bunch of streams with Peak, why we did with Repo, Lethal Company, and then we're playing RV There Yet. Actually, I'll be playing with them tomorrow. Once again, over at my Twitch channel, friends, if you haven't checked it out. It's we're having a lot of fun times. You followed me on Twitch earlier. That was the little follower get that you heard pop up on my stream, because all these are Twitch alerts that I have set up, and none are set up for YouTube. Sorry. I probably should combine that and get some YouTube stuff up here too, or separate and then just have those ready. Am I going to do some more St. Jude fundraisers? I was mentioning before, I'm not going to do any in Tennessee, if that's what you're asking, but for St. Jude generally, yeah, absolutely. I don't have any on the docket right now, but I've helped raise probably at least $1 million for St. Jude over the years, because I used to do a bunch of stuff with a crew called Zeldathon, who raised literally hundreds of thousands of dollars multiple times for St. Jude. So yeah, I think we're coming up on probably at least $1 million for St. Jude. Looking at the list, currently Zeldathon has raised over $3.7 million for charity. And of that, St. Jude is probably, at least a third. What is this music that's playing? Oh. It's the longer version of this song. Interesting. I've never heard this one. Do you like Pierce in demon form or human form? I think in general, the design, I really like Minor Demon's Pierce is my personal favorite. But in terms of performing him, I actually do like SMP Pierce more. Because my own acting style is use many words. And this guy gets to use lots of words. This guy doesn't use many words at all. Oh, by the way, these posters that I had here. Wow, they sure look nice, huh? They look super glossy and pretty and stuff. Don't you wish you could have one of these? Wow, you can. Amazing, powerful. If you go to that link at the top of the screen there, or the top of the chat there, or click or scan the QR code on this year's stream at the moment, you can buy one and have me sign it for you live on stream and get your name on it and all that stuff. Do check it out. If you buy them by Friday, I can guarantee them by Christmas. If you buy one after Friday, I can't. But I will do my best. So all you, maybe you've got yourself, maybe you're a parent out there and you've got a big Aphmau fan who might want something signed for Christmas. Now's the time. Now's the time to pick it up, and then I'll have it signed, and they'll have their name on it and all that stuff, and you can have it ready for Christmas. Save money for Christmas presents. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, though. It could be a Christmas present for your favorite Aphmau fan. The one with the Shadow Temple symbol on it? Sure. Give me a sec. Yes, I also, for you diehard Shadow Temple heads, here is the Shadow Temple logo one. Look at that. Pretty fancy, huh? Pretty schmancy there. Also available. St. Jude, 7 marathons with raised $1.14 million for charity. Yeah, there you go. So we've done quite a bit of St. Jude stuff over the years. Pretty, I mean, a great cause, obviously. Defeating a childhood cancer is a pretty good mission, I would say. And other life-threatening diseases. And families at St. Jude don't pay a single cent for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because their whole objective is to try to make kids healthier and make sure that their families can support them through that. Would you believe that I have their talking points memorized because I've talked about them enough times? Seriously, though, I went and visited their place back in 2018, I think. And the amount of effort they put in, not only, and of course, the medical side of things to make sure that the kids are taken care of with the most cutting edge of like medical technology possible, they also just take care of the kids really well. Like really, really well. One thing that I remarked at the time was that for the younger kids, they don't use wheelchairs to bring the kids around, or like around the hospital to their various appointments and things. Instead, they actually bring the kids around in like specially built like kid wagons. Like you would, you go to the zoo and you see like a billion kids in the wagons around. They also use special, like, medical grade air purifiers that don't have that medical grade smell. It smells different in that hospital from any other hospital because they're a big part of it. In their theory is that a kid's mental health through a terrible situation like trying to get their cancer cured, their mental health is almost or just as important than their physical well-being in some cases. So making sure that they feel more at home and feel more ready to help themselves like work through these illnesses and pull through is a big deal. But also, of course, they're I like those that's just the ice, the cherry on top. They also, of course, are working with the best possible cancer treatments they can make, and it's all open source. When they come up with a new breakthrough, they don't hold on to it. They're not filing patents for it. They share it with other children's hospitals around the world. So that way, then they too can take advantage of all of the kindness from your donations for other hospitals too. So it's not just the kids getting treated in Memphis, Tennessee, or benefiting from St. Jude. It is other, like any children's hospital, also trying to treat childhood cancer. Why? I didn't do anything. Why? I was supposed to drop off all the stuff from my inventory, and I did nothing. Why didn't I do nothing? You should not waste money on paper that people sign and spend money on things you should actually use. You know what, Alma Joe? They're right. It is just a piece of paper that I sign. I'm not going to attribute any powerful qualities to it in any way, shape, or form. But if it has personal and sentimental value to you, then that's great. And if it doesn't, that's fine too. You don't have to get it. These streams are free. You can still be here. You can still listen to me talk at you for hours, if that is more your vibe. But yeah, I'm never going to be like, well, if you don't get this autograph, then your Christmas will be 20% worse. It's just, buy the paper with my signature on it and have yourself a neat little keepsake and also help support my endeavors, or not, and just watch stuff, or just give me the money anyway. You don't even have to get the paper. You can just give me the money straight up. Which Minor Demons character would I be best friends with? Oh, I don't know about any of the characters. Maybe Rise. Rise seems like the only one who'd survive normal society. The rest of them, I don't know, man. Make me a little nervous out there. Ugh, excuse me. Have you ever watched Has Been Hotel a Hell of a Boss before? No, I haven't. Sorry if I missed that question earlier, but I have not watched those. I don't know. I haven't been bit by it yet, if that makes sense. Sometimes I'll watch things just because I've seen like a clip of them on YouTube or something like that, and those shows have not really rolled up on my stuff yet. What am I watching right now? I'm trying to think through. I'm still trying to work my way through King of the Hill, which was an old animated series, because I think it's got some good lessons for me as to like how to better character build. We're getting on in seasons. I think we're maybe I don't know if they needed 13 seasons on the or 12 seasons on the regional one there, but it's fun. But I'm also gearing up to watch the new Critical Role series. Mighty Nine's coming out, today? Tomorrow? Something like that? So Marissa and I are probably going to start watching that when that comes out. The latest, actual factual web series, Marissa, that I've watched, along with, of course, my wife, is the new glitch show, Knights of Guinevere. And partially because, a friend of the show, Michaela Laws was in it as Frankie. But also because it is done by Dana Terrence. And I really enjoyed Owl House, which was one of her other animated shows that she did for Disney. Really good show. Really enjoyed it a lot. And I'm excited to see where Knights of Guinevere goes. It's really good. I really enjoyed the first episode. What am I doing, a river? I'm calling this the Infinarm. You'll notice I've kind of got these terraces on the side here. The whole gig, excuse me, is that these terraces will eventually be farmland that you can plant stuff, and then eventually, maybe I'll create a massive redstone circuit that will harvest all of the stuff along the way. I think it'll be really fun. But I'm trying to dig this all the way down to bedrock, and then I will put it all the way up to the tippy top of the sky on the other side. It will make it just the longest possible streak of water that we can do. It'll be fun. Gonna watch the new Harry Potter series that'll come out? Probably not. For a variety of reasons. 3 episodes out today with singular weekly episodes each Wednesday until December 22nd. Okay, yeah. Maybe we might even watch more Mighty Nine when I come back from the musical tonight. Yeah, Mighty Nine came out, or they had the first episode roll out on YouTube last week. So Marissa and I watched that, and she was intrigued enough that she even asked me when's the rest of the series coming out. So we'll definitely be checking in on that. Mighty Nine's my personal favorite Critical Role season, so I'm excited for that. That's gonna be good. With regards to Harry Potter, there's just a couple of bits that I'm not really that pulled me away from seeing it. For one, so a little bit of background. I was a huge Harry Potter fan growing up. Massive fan. My dad would actually read me some of the books when I was real young, when they first started coming out. And then I would, they'd catch me reading ahead, like after everybody else went to bed. And they're like, oh man, like on one hand, he shouldn't be doing that. On the other hand, oh no, our child is reading. So I was a huge Harry Potter head back in the day, right? Dressed up as, Harry Potter for Halloween here and there. Saw all the movies multiple times. And, recreating all those things and starting over when we already had the movies, like, I don't know. I enjoyed the movies a lot, and I enjoyed the characters in those movies and the actors who played them, and I haven't really felt a need to see it all again, if that makes sense. But the other piece of it, too, is that, somebody asked earlier if I'm a supporter of the LGBT community. And there's an unfortunate factor that J.K. Rowling herself is not, And so by, I'm not going to tell anyone to, stop watching it or else you're bad. But it's enough. She does enough that's especially heinous to the transgender community that I can't in good conscience support it. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not going to be like, you should not go and watch that thing. Because you're not going to like that. You're going to double down and you're going to be like, well, I'm going to watch it. Screw you. But I probably won't, if that makes sense. What is Mighty Nine about? Mighty Nine is a show from the crew called Critical Role, which was still to this day is, a bunch of nerdy voice actors who play Dungeons and Dragons. Have you ever heard of Dungeons and Dragons before? Critical Role has done a couple of campaigns where they have a whole bunch of voice actors together who sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, right? And they're on their 4th campaign. In each campaign, they get a new set of characters. They all sit down and then play through a whole, series of stories together as those characters. Their first set was a group called Vox Machina, which if you've seen on Amazon, the Legend of Vox Machina is based off of that campaign. And their second campaign is based off the characters that they formed for the Mighty Nine, as they called it. And so it's without spoiling too much, it is ultimately, a fantasy show about a bunch of misfit characters banding together under a common cause and trying to survive that. There are a bunch of really good characters in that. There's Not the Brave. There's no comma in there. There is a comma in there. Not, comma, the Brave, who's a little goblin lady who steals stuff, especially buttons. There's a trash wizard by the name of Caleb. There is a tiefling lady. Her name is Jester, and she's just a real goofball who likes drawing on stuff, and also is does cleric stuff. What else? There's Ford, who's a half orc warlock, who's a really cool dude. And talks like this for at least a good chunk of the series. Yeah, it's a bunch of voice actors, and it's a good show. And if you haven't heard of Critical Role before, I mean, and you like Dungeons and Dragons even a little bit, first off, I'm surprised you managed to get this far that far in Dungeons and Dragons without hearing about them, but they are kind of the preeminent stars of Dungeons and Dragons ship. And they put all their stuff on YouTube. It's good. It's good stuff. Except their new animated series, which is going to be on Amazon Prime Video. Do you like the new alternates? I haven't watched it. Excuse me. I have not watched alternates, and the main reason why I've not watched alternate season 2 is that I wasn't in it. It's not that I dislike it. I'm sure it's great. I just I have a lot of stuff going on, and so I don't tend to watch the stuff that I'm not in. Is that vain and bad of me? Even maybe hypocritical if I ask other people to watch my stuff, but then I don't watch theirs? All is correct. Yes, you're 100% right. The end. Oops. But yeah, no. If Pierce ever makes his way back into alternates, you bet your bupkis I'm gonna get in there. Hope to get into D&D. Honestly, Critical Role is kind of a fun way to get into it. It's not what you should expect Dungeons and Dragons to be when you play it, but it is a fun way to see how it all works and how it can kind of promote storytelling. That's the best part about Dungeons and Dragons more than anything else, is having a vehicle or like a system that you can use to help you and your friends tell cool stories about a world that you and all create together. It's just one big improv game. And the best part is you get to sit down and eat pizza most of the time while you do it. That's like the quintessential Dungeons and Dragons experience. Is you go get a table in your parents' basement and you all gather around and you order in some Dominoes, and then you sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons for a while. I got real nervous of that little at the beginning of the song. Really thought something was about to explode in my face. 5 of 250 uses left. Does that mean you only have no, you only have 5 uses left of it, which meant that pickaxe broke. But I have a billion steel or iron pickaxes thanks to friends on the server who provided me a whole barrel of them. So I am not too worried about not having enough pickaxes for this job. Michaela wrote fanfics in the past. What about you, Shadow? Have you ever written a fanfic before? I have not. And that's not me, coming down on people writing fanfics. Enjoy your fanfics. I'm just not much of a writer. I like performing and interpreting other people's writing, if that makes sense. I enjoy that more than I enjoy creating stuff like that myself. Or if I do create stuff like that, I love, interpret or changing the script to put a different spin on it. So hopefully that makes sense. Has Marissa written fanfic? I don't know. She's done. I know the most I know about her childhood internet activities was that she at one point had a Club Penguin blog that she ran with her friends a long time ago. So that's maybe the closest thing to fanficking that she did. But no, you know what? I actually do know that she and her father, and this is very cute, she and her father wrote a self-insert fanfic about the Powerpuff Girls. It's extremely cute. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. All right, CAMJ, thank you much for hanging out. And I'm not going to be streaming on Twitch later tonight, to be clear, just because, again, I'm going to be out to go out to see a show. But I will be back tomorrow. So, yeah, hope to see you then. Yeah, we're coming up on maybe like the 15-minute warning here, friends. So if you have any last-minute questions you want to ask or anything like that, this is your chance to do so. And a reminder, once again, that this is also your last chance to pick up live signed posters from Streamly.com in order to make sure that they get to you in time for Christmas. If you order posters after Friday, you can get the you won't get personalized ones, but you'll get regular signed posters. What else was I going to say? But there are ones that have been pre-signed on there, as in that I signed a whole bunch in person, and then I sent them to Streamly, and they just have them in store. They just don't have like a personal name on them, right? Those you can pretty much order by the end of November, and those will make it to you before Christmas. But these like personalized ones, this is your last chance. So yeah, until the new year, to be clear. If you want to pick them up in the new year, you can do that too. But for Christmas presents, this is your shot. What time is the stream tomorrow? There's going to be 2 of them. One at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, which we're going to be playing more RV there yet with the rest of the Aphmau crew. We played some last week, and we had a lot of fun with it, so we're going back into that well. And then later that night, we'll play more 100 Line Last Defense Academy. That's what we're going to do. Since I have not written a fanfic, ever read fanfics before. Not too much. To be honest, I don't consume a lot of stuff when it comes to like media and stuff. I'm a busy boy. So when I do, usually I go for the prime. Historians would call it the primary source rather than the derivative, if that makes sense. I ran out of steel, or I keep calling them steel. Iron pickaxes. I need to go grab a fresh set. I'm going to go back. So, instead of reading an Owl House fanfic, I'll just, I've never seen Owl House. I should go watch that, if that makes sense. And honestly, a lot of original stuff out there is within itself fanfics of other people's stuff, right? A lot of writers started off writing fanfics of other things and then made their own world based off of that, loosely. Do you play any other games in my free time? Yeah, a little bit here and there. Or that are more mature games? Oh, for sure. Well, I will say, if you like more mature games than Minecraft, my Twitch channel, please go hit that follow button over there because you'll find games that you'll like a lot over there. We just finished up a run of Dispatch, which, by the way, those Dispatch fans out there, Critical Role, Mighty 9, the same voices in that are also in the Mighty 9 series. Just saying. But we're also playing 100 Line Last Defense Academy over there right now, which is the, what is that? Boy, sorry, my brain's shutting down. 100 Line Last Defense Academy is the same people who made Danganronpa. If you ever heard of Danganronpa before, they also made 100 Line, which is a bunch of Japanese high schoolers trapped in a school and forced to try to fight an never-ending horde of monsters for 100 days. There's also time travel. It's pretty fun. Get a shout-out, Isabel? I don't know. Can you get a shout-out, Isabel? That might be tough, Isabel. Hello, Isabel. I'm telling you, I'm not sure if I can do it. Wait, want me to say Cecily instead? And Alma Joe, I have been taken too many times for a ride on, just say this thing in a foreign language you don't understand. I'm sure that'll go well. Nope. Been on the internet long enough for that there prank. No, thank you. All right. I said it though, Cecily, right? Yeah. Did I say it? Maybe no. Maybe yes. Maybe no. Iron pickaxes for days. Ever played Dress to Impress on Roblox? Yes, but only for Aphmau videos. Which, if you haven't seen, we've done like, I think I did like 6 or 7 of those back in the day. Haven't done some Roblox in a while, but yeah. I saw you. Have yourself a good night. Aphmau just posted. I'm sure she did. Well, what is today's video? I don't even know if I'm in it or not. Let's see. I'm probably not. Oh, no. Birth to Death of an Owl. Yeah, wow. That one was, we recorded that one a while ago. Sure. Yeah, I'm in that one. That one's fun. Your life, Junesu. Wow, she literally just posted. She has 40 views on that channel, on that video. Man, I hope she becomes big someday. Let's see here. Yeah, I am. Wait, no, am I not in that video? I swear he was. Oh, I know why now. Okay, all right. I remember this now. Pierce is not in that video, but I did help with some background stuff in this video. That's why. I was like, I know that I helped out with this. I know I helped record that video. Why is Pierce not in it? No, because he wasn't. But I did help. I did help with that one. That was a fun one. What should you name your 7 newborn puppies? That's a lot of names. I don't know. Get every single Aphmau name out there and roll them out. Watch it later because literally 11 at night for you. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. This is all music from a game called Persona 4. Yeah, Pierce is not in that video, but I had some hands on that. Sometimes we do help out with videos, even if we're not in the video ourselves, because it takes a team to make those things. There's a lot of fancy stuff going on in those videos, and you need more bodies sometimes than just the physical people that are in it. Just like any movie set, ultimately. Feels like a crime to buy oneself Christmas presents. You do you. I ain't gonna stop you. How do you help in the background? I can't necessarily talk about that part. I'll just say that I did have a hand in it. Because I don't want to spoil any of the magic, I don't want to spoil it because it's a fun part of the art, and also because NDAs. Is it snowing where I live? Not presently, to my knowledge. It's cold, but it's not cold enough. Right now in the southeast Wisconsin area, it is 42 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're 10 degrees up above of freezing here. And let's see here. I don't even see snow on the forecast till the 27th. And it's still going. Not much longer here, Hop, but I'm going. Trying to sell them Streamly posters before I got to do the live stream on Friday. Which, for friends, by the way, even if you don't buy a poster, please tune into that stream anyway. It'll be fun. We'll have a good time. I'll have the old table out again. Maybe we'll build posters. Maybe we'll do other things. Or build posters. Maybe we'll build... build that puzzle. I still have it stored, but I had to give up the table that it was on, so it might take a little bit to kind of work on that. So, yeah, we'll figure that out as we're going. Yep, just gonna in the meantime, keep pounding on through this thing here. The new video is so good, I'm glad to hear it. You're a big fan? You heart sheep? Well, thank you, Rosie. I do like playing Pierce, and I think I like sheep. I like Minecraft sheep. They're very cute to me. I have never met a real sheep in real life, though. I'll have to fix that at some point. Okay, say hi to your subscribers. Hello, subscribers. Oh, now I'll say hi to my subscribers. Hi, subscribers. You haven't finished the puzzle yet? There are pieces missing, and I don't know where they are, and I don't know if I'll ever actually finish it, if that makes sense. Who do you think of the crew would be most likely to tell Shadow where mutton comes from? Or Pierce, you mean? Probably Peebs. If it was ever going to happen, it would be Peebs would do it because he's like, you know, so well-meaning but doesn't necessarily know why. He doesn't know the social, like, cues and rules that would be important there, if that makes sense. It took many months, too. It's very small pieces. Very small pieces that fit very well in a mini Australian Shepherd's mouth is all I'm going to say. I have no proof, but I have my theories because I cannot find where those pieces went. And they have not, that puzzle has not left this room. I can't prove it, but I can't disprove it either. I told you, Marshmallow Girlies, grab a bunch of Aphmau names, roll out there. If Ian has, the trick here is if Ian hasn't already done it, I don't think he'd do it. You know what I mean? He's the type who would be reckless enough that would happen immediately. But if it's been years and Ian hasn't done it, he's got that committed to memory that he's not going to do that. You know what I mean? You did not sign up for... I see. What happened was maybe some smaller person at your house was like, I want to build the puzzle. And then they lost interest after 30 minutes. And it's like, well, I guess this is my responsibility now. Is that how that went down? Because I was that kid growing up. Absolutely. You're like, puzzle, yeah. And I'd be like, oh, I forgot I hate puzzles. And then but my parents were like, well, I'm not going to just like box it up. It's a wrong road. Zane, on one hand, might do it during an outburst. Yeah, Zane would do it because he would know it would hurt. I could see a world where he'd be like, you know what, Pierce, you deserve this. Pierce did something particularly horrific. He's like, it's finally time. He needs to know. Oh, this is a full-on flooded underground river over here. Okay. "30 minutes is oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Play sea shanty? What do you mean by that? It's true. Zane, you know, he's got a temper. He knows how to hurt people, you know what I mean? Which sometimes makes him more dangerous than Ian in his own way, right? But he's also picked on way more than so you know he's got a long fuse, but he knows when to make it hurt and how to make it hurt. It had to be done, sure. Oh no. Yeah, you know we have the kind of thing where you're like, we as human beings can pretty much count to 100, and anything higher than that is just an impossible number for us to grasp. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, there are. I mean, how many people watching here right now? How many people are watching the stream? About 30 or so. You know, I could imagine 30 people in this room. It'd be tight, but you know, you can have that fit in here, right? You have 100 people, and it's like, wow, that's a lot of people. But anything more than 100, your brain just isn't capable of keeping track of. You're like, yeah, whatever, 100, whatever. Even 1,000 is just like, oh, well, that's not that different from 100. Until you see a pile of 1,000 things, and you're like, oh, God, that's a lot of things. That's too many things. I can't handle that. Ugh. Wish you could meet me. You might be able to someday. We go to conventions from time to time, you know. I'm actually working with Corinne on doing some more conventions this upcoming year. So hopefully we'll have an opportunity to do a couple here and there. Because I like going to conventions. I like meeting people. It's just that we don't have money to, like, just travel willy-nilly. So we have to be invited to conventions and then have our stuff paid for to go to that convention. But after that, yeah, absolutely. What is this? Why is the water sticking around? There we go. Will Aphmau be at VidCon in 11 years? I don't know, man. Probably another convention at that point. Who knows if VidCon will be around 11 years? Who knows if any of us will be around in 11 years? But probably, as long as Aphmau's still around, we're probably going to go to conventions for a while. So, yeah. Sheer revenge scheme Pierce come up with afterwards would be terrifying. I think it would break him, though, Dust Springer, to be honest. I think he would just be a very broken man to think of all the mutton he's eaten over the years and all the sheep that he's tended to and not making that connection. It would break him. I don't know if revenge would even be the thing. Don't I still exist on 11 years? I do, Hop. I like getting money, thank you. I like being paid. Do you have any airline meals? You mean, have I ever had a meal on a plane before? Is that what you're asking? And the answer is yes. Yes, I've done a little bit of international travel and the very occasional West Coast to East Coast flight, which they'll give you a meal for. Yeah, it's fine. It's it's nothing special. It is. Usually it's pretty decent, but nothing to write home about. It's not like, oh my God, tell the chef I'm astonished. I wish to meet them in person and shake their hand. It's just like, oh yeah, it was a pretty solid pasta dish for something that was served in a tray. More money from elsewhere. I mean, yeah, that would also be nice. Now, the problem right now is that if I ever wanted to do other animation, I'd have to move. And I like being here. I like being in Wisconsin. I don't want to go. I want to leave. How do you send me fan mail? Me personally? I have a I have a P.O. box that you can send stuff to. The address of which is on my Discord server. I don't post it publicly because it's one of those things I don't want have people constant access to to an address near me. But there is a P.O. box you can hit up there. It's in the pinned points on my Discord server. Also, if you email me, I'll send it to you. But again, I kind of want a chain of custody on that. And then just tell me if you are going to send something because I'd like to keep an eye out for any new packages. Have you ever played? You asked that before, Marshmallow Girlies, and I told you I've done multiple videos in Dress to Impress on the Aphmau Shuki channel. You gotta go? That's all right. I'll be live here again on Friday. Remember, we're going to be signing some posters, which you can buy right now. If you want to pick up any of these fine babies, you can do so and have them signed live on the stream on Friday at around 6 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Take a look at that, friend, right there. Mind of Demons Pierce. We got my logo here, if you're interested in that. Or, of course, SMP Pierce right here. We also have other posters and video shout-outs. If you ever wanted to get, a customized video, I'm like, hi, I'm Pierce, and thank you, Angelica, for, for being so cool, and tell your brother I said hi. That kind of thing, you can get that over on the Streamly page. It's like Cameo, but not. Ever played Life is Strange? I played the first season. I never went past that. I don't know. The other seasons looked okay, and the newest one looks good. I just haven't touched it. Where's Noi? He's still around. I mean, you mean Michael Zekas, the guy who plays Noi? He's still around. As for the character, I don't know. I'm not a part of the casting decisions for the channel, if that makes sense. That is a question for people in a higher pay grade than mine. All right, that will pretty much do it here, friends. I do have to get moving here to go to my. I'm going to a musical tonight. I'm gonna go see Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat in town. At my favorite little theater in town. So that'll be super fun, but it means I can also not be superhero anymore. So that'll pretty much cut it off for us here, but I'll answer some last-minute questions if you like. But I will be live on Twitch tomorrow if you like to hang out with a bunch of the other Aphmau people. Twitch.tv/ShadowTemple. We'll be streaming some RV There Yet for a couple of for a couple hours, alongside Corinne, who plays Kim, and James, who plays Rise, and Keston, who plays Zane, and Linz Jones, who plays Xena for the channel. So all those fine folks are going to be playing a game together, and I hope you guys will tune in for that. And then later that night, I'll also be playing some 100-line Last Defense Academy, which is, again, the same game made by people who made Danganronpa, if that is of interest to you. And then on Friday, I'll be doing the Streamly stream here on YouTube, which will be signing stuff and maybe doing poster builds and puzzle builds, not posters, puzzle. The Aphmau puzzle that I started working on last year. I'm still working on it. Rosie, did you not hear my answer? I gave you a pretty detailed answer about Noi, and then you missed it. You gotta. Probably sleep now. It's 40 minutes till midnight. Yeah. Get yourself some good sleep on a school night here. Over the weekend too, friends. If you're like, oh man, I like hanging out with you, but I do things other than play video games. On Sunday, over on my Twitch channel, I'm actually going to be doing some baking. If you want to hang out and watch me bake something, I've been doing stuff based on the Great British Bake Off. We're gonna be doing a little bake along. They made a very, very fancy and intimidating looking pastry. Recipes, please. I forgot. Let me grab this real quick. The Framboisier. Take a look at this bad boy. I'm going to post it in chat here. We're going to be trying to bake that, including an edible sugar dome on Sunday. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not that good of a baker, but we'll see how that goes. It looks fancy and it looks hard, but I think it'll be very fun. Haven't seen the RV. It's very similar, where we're running around as little goobers and we have a very low chance of succeeding kind of thing. It's fun, though. I hope you'll tune in. Aphmau's busy. She's off for recording stuff, so yeah, it's stuff. It's good stuff. How's life? Life is good, and it's about to be away from the stream. Sorry. Do gotta go. But thank you again, friends, for taking the time to hang out with us today. I do appreciate you. I do appreciate you taking the time. Yeah, that thing looks pretty intense, right? I do not know if I have the skill for it, but I'm gonna certainly try, and we'll give it a go then. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Check out Streamly, please. It keeps the lights on. Bye.